Alright, hey guys, you're here with Denitra, and I'm going to do a semi start to finish layout for you. This is using the Divine Collection by Prima, and I've already prepped it by whitewashing the paper with watered down white acrylic paint, and I added some of my homemade sort of textured paste on here, which is plaster, water, Mod Podge, white paint, and I put a little bit of salt in it to make it gritty, and that's it. And then I just scraped it on there. Let me get closer so you guys can see the texture. So that's what it gives. And I let this dry overnight. You don't have to do that. You can heat set it if you want. But since I prepped this layout last night, I went ahead and did that so I didn't have to heat set it. And I added, there's some shimmer on there from Lindy's Stamp Game. I just dripped some paint. And here I ripped the paper up and added some design paper behind it. So I just added like a little square. I didn't feel the need to cover up an entire sheet of paper just for these little cutouts. And then I used an inspired stamp set right there. And that stamp set is called Bind and Stitch. And it's one of my favorites from Inspired Stamps. So I used this one here. And you can also see it up here at the top. So that's what I did to prep it, and that's sort of what I like to do on my layouts. So I cut all my elements, and right now I'm going to assemble them, the papers and stuff, and I will show you guys that. It's just a bunch of layered things. So I took some what do you call this stuff? Music note paper, and I folded it and kind of, I whitewashed it and I inked it with walnut stain. So that's what that looks like, and that's going to go right in the middle. So I'm going to use my hot glue because it's quicker. And I'm going to put it right in the middle. Okay. And now I cut a shape out with my Cricut, and I cut it in half. It was cream colored cardstock. I whitewashed it and inked it with walnut stain. I'm gonna tuck that there, and this one is gonna go up here. And then here's some pieces from the Divine Collection. I just ripped up, these were all scraps, by the way, so I ripped the edges instead of distressing them, and with my scissors, and then I inked all the edges with walnut stain. It's a great way to use up your scraps if you have lots of them. And I already laid this out, so I know where everything was gonna go, because I didn't want this video to be extra long, because I'm not very good at editing. So here's our sentiment that's gonna go on it. It's not for pictures. I'm creating an A4 album with scriptures on it. So this is one of the pages that I'm doing. And this is the scripture here. It's also one of my favorites. I'll let you read it. So I just put that on some design paper. I stamped it on design paper too. On the pattern paper rather. And there we're gonna put that in the middle. So need some more hot glue sticks here. Okay. So that's most of the layout there. It's very layered right here in the central part. And you have our focal image. And now we're going to put some flowers on it. Excuse my sniffling. Oh, no, we're not. I got other elements over here. I forgot about this banner. Okay, so I cut this banner. There's a sheet in the Divine Collection that has all these little banners on it. And I'm going to glue those on. I forgot. Excuse my sniffles if you hear me sniffling. The pollen is really kicking my butt this year. So, I didn't do anything special to these. I just inked the edges. Okay, and that's that. And then I cut these keys using my Cricut. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna use them, but we'll see. And I also covered these buttons using some design paper, and I used another stamp from the stamp set to stamp some stitching around the buttons. I covered these with, oh, I already said that. And I inked the edges too. So, and I used, see, I didn't cover the backs, you know, they're gonna be glued down, so. And I used this little tiny stitch up here. And since it's acrylic, I was able to make it into a circle so that I could stamp on the edge. Okay. All right, so now we get to layer flowers. Some of these flowers I made, I cut them out using the Mother's Day Bouquet Cricut cartridge. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a lot up here, so I'm gonna decide where to put these. Okay. Oh, here's a banner piece. Oh well. Okay. So I'm just gonna start assembling, and then I'm gonna glue the flowers down because I'm gonna take some mulberry paper ones to include as well. And then I have this Beauty Bags 2 Prima flowers. These things are cool, and they are jam-packed with flowers. Excuse me for knocking the camera, you guys. I'm sorry about that. I don't want to add in some yellow. That's really bright. I might have to paint that. So you add some of these here. Okay. And I usually whitewash my flowers. I'm going to do that at the end because I don't want to have to get out that heat gun in the middle of this video because it's so loud, and because it's like 7 in the morning, you guys. I got up really early to do this video for you because there's no other time that I can really do it and not feel like I need to rush when the girls are awake. So okay, so now I'm gonna start layering, putting the flowers down because I think I got what I want. Okay, here's another flower that I made using the Flower Shop Cricut cartridge. And I cut these out with some of my scraps from the collection, from the pattern paper. So, Excuse the sniffles, you guys. I'm very sorry. And these little ones I'm just gonna tuck in here. And I'm gonna whitewash those, so you'll see how different they look. Another flower I made. So this is what it looks like right now. Okay. I'm gonna pull some pink. These are some watercraft flowers. These ones are so pretty and they're so little. Put this one here. So, then I'll tuck a button somewhere. There. Buttons are so cute. Let's see. That's too big. I want to draw the eye downward a little bit, so that's why I'm bringing these flowers, you know, kind of down in this pattern. So I'm gonna probably add a big flower, one of these big ones here. I don't know. Let me think for a second here. I'm gonna add one up here in the corner. Add another button up here too. That's too big. Just peel that off. I'm gonna get a cherry blossom. Gonna add a Prima clock. I love these things. I'm gonna have to get another pack because they're almost gone. Show you guys really quick. Okay, now I'm gonna add some pearls. Right now I'm gonna add them in the center of these flat petals. I love adding pearls and bling together. If you guys haven't tried doing that, you should, because it just looks really good. Got some Prima bling. I'm gonna add here and there. A little teeny one. Okay. I'm also gonna tuck one under here. Oops. There, see a little bling. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add one up here in the corner. Okay. Now I'm going to do some paint splatters. If I can find what I was going to use. Where is it? I wasn't going to use that. I was going to use my vintage photo distress stains. I can't find it now. Oh darn. Okay, well. Alright, well, guess not. I don't want to add black splatters because it's not going to match. If we could do white. Whoops. Paintbrush. This is where I have my watered down painting, but it's too watery, so it's not really going to make a splatter. So that's what I've got my paint here. I'm going to get this really paint it up here. And then we're gonna add water to the brush. And we're just gonna flick it. So you get visible splatters. And we add some more water. Hope you guys can see the the white splatters. I wanted to do the vintage photo because you would have seen it, like it would have stood out a lot more, but I can't find that stain. Okay, I'm not gonna pick it up because then it's gonna run. So I'm gonna bring my camera down. See, you can see the splatters. So cool, right? Okay, I love the layout. I think I'm done with it. Oh, let me paint my flowers. Some of these anyway. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm gonna add some stamping on the edge here. Okay, put this on my black. And I always use Memento black. I don't know why. So this is some stitching. Oh, let's stamp it, then you can see it, right? See? There. You can see down here. And got some branches left. I'm gonna cut off a couple of these. Excuse the sniffles, you guys. I'm so sorry. It sounds so gross. But okay. I'm almost done. Okay, so that is our finished layout. I love it. I hope you guys like it. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. I will link the stamp set in the bottom description box, and I'll leave you a link to a picture so you can see this in picture form. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.